don't even know if I said for public. Just gotta wait and see. All right. Oh, I guess I did. Hey guys, thanks for showing up. Oh, I'm so tripped out right now. It's been a trippy day. I know it's been for everybody else too. And I was like, I didn't get to do cards and coffee, and I got I don't know. I had to get on here and say hi to y'all, and I didn't want to wait for it to load for forever. Thank you, Magical. Oh. I figured I could start out with something. I had a funny story. Like somebody was asking me about hey. They were asking me about why I like this red robe so much and where I got it from. And I actually got it from a Marine that was stationed in Japan when I was 19. And sorry, it's the first time. Yay! If I'm looking down over here, it's because that's where the comments are. I figured this would be a good time because usually when I load my cards and coffee, it doesn't load till this time anyway. So I knew at least you guys would show up. No, but I was talking about where I got the robe from, and the reason I held on to it for so long is because it reminded me of the movie Grease, where Marty gets the robe, and they're just like, "Where'd you get it from?" Korea, and they're like, "You're going with the Korean?" She was like, "No, it's from a Marine." So, how's you guys' day been? Autocorrect hates everybody. That's cool. You guys all feeling 9 of cuppies with me right now? I feel like I'm going to beat red any minute. Oh man, now I know why it's so hard to talk when people go live. It's hard not to just stare at the comments the whole time. I've been warning about the sleep thing. But you're not sleeping not because you can't get to sleep. You're not sleeping because you're not getting enough time to sleep. There's a difference there. Which isn't really good because you guys need more sleep. Whew. Don't know. We'll see what we got here. The energy waves have been rough today. I know you guys have been going through a lot too. There's a lot of people going through a lot right now. But so far I've got the moon for contemplation still. And I got the lovers reversed right now. So I think a lot of people are trying to just figure out how to strengthen those bonds. Yeah, balance between where you're putting your passion towards with the Princess of Wands energy there, what you're trying to build for yourself, and the patience and to let the creativity come in to allow it to happen. But you are the magician right now, so we are making it happen. Yeah, it's been the energy definitely has been strange lately. I mean, we do got that new moon coming up. I did put the video up for the energies, and that's the energies that we are working our way into right now. Yeah, yeah. I've been seeing the magician in a lot of readings too. Because that's the energy we're in. I mean, this is the time to really put your focus towards what you're manifesting. But I know a lot of you guys have been hitting things right now that the things that are seemingly out of your control. You're like, you didn't manifest this on yourself. This is part of the co-creation. What? I had all these plans, but then all these other people that were co-creating their own bullshit have now bled into my plans. But that's just the universe testing you to see how bad you want it, one, and how well can you really live by your own standards? You know what I'm saying? Are you really the light worker you say you are? Are you really, can you practice what you preach in those situations? And if you can keep practicing what you preach, you keep moving along through it. One decision at a time, one problem at a time. We are moving towards, see, I got the 9 of Cups before, now we got the 10 of Cups. And in this deck, this is all about the transformation. This is all about, yeah, the world is changing, it's changing fast, but we have the knowledge to transform. But you got to be able to walk away and not worry about the fact that, things might get tight for a while if you walk away from things that no longer serve you at a job. I mean, if you really hate your job, then you need to walk away from it. I'm not saying just quit your job and do nothing, but find something else to do to make an income and get away from the job that you hate. Right? The more you put out that compassionate frequency, the more people have compassion for you. Well, compassion's part of the love frequency too. Oh, that was the question I wanted to answer. Somebody actually asked me what the 143 was about. And anybody who was asking, over in my comments, that is the 143. They are the ones riding the love frequency, hence the reason the compassionate nature of us and the nurturing nature. And it's if you ever look up the frequency of 143, it almost sounds like those katydids or really deep sounding crickets. It's a really low tone. You can almost not hear it, but it's a very calming frequency. That's why I like to film outside, because you guys can get that earth frequency. We should probably make a group. What do you guys say? Should we make a group for the 143? Because not everybody in the 143 frequency or my soul tribe is here. Like, Looney's not going to be here. She's just someone, she text messages me all the time, but her and Amber and all of them are part of it, but they don't follow any of this stuff. They barely follow the cord. I mean, that's not part of it. You don't have to join our groups and all our stuff to be part of the 143. Queen of Cups. That's you. I'm the Queen of Fire. Pisces is the Queen of Cups. Mm-hmm. Yep, rocking chairs and crickets make me sleepy too. I want to put a hammock in the backyard so bad. But everybody's scared to go outside now because found that snake. I'm telling you, I have to catch the spiders in my house. All right, so it's 10 minutes and 43 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and bust into these cards. We got the Three of Cups here, which we all know. That's not the Three of Swords. Three of Cups is kind of a celebration. This is someone who's manifesting into better energy using the fire energy. Like I said, it's all about knowledge and following your paths right now. See? From the child of wonder to the scholar through the scrolls. Nine of Wands. Knowledge is a burden. In this deck, the King of Pentacles is someone who is really slick on top and a good merchant and everything else, but in the back, he's high and on his own supply in there. So, I mean, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're on drugs, or anything like that, or anything of that nature. Just you could be just meditating too much. Like you can't or sleeping too much, because this is also representative of the opium epidemic in China. This deck, that's that pirate. It's about balancing those energies too. It's not saying that set limits on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Set your timers, set whatever. Like if you're going to meditate for an hour, don't just turn on a meditation and then pass out for 5 hours. Turn on a meditation and set an alarm to wake up when that meditation is over. Unless, of course, you need sleep like Elsa and you need to get to sleep. Whew. Oh, I've been there. Painkillers are a pain in the butt, man. It's hard finding that balance between getting rid of the pain and being functionable. But pain is a frequency too. I understand that. Yeah, no. No, and some things you can't just cold turkey either, but people understand that. I mean, anybody in our frequency understands that sometimes. Probably because he's probably an empath himself and he picks up on their energy when he's working and he's able to feed from their energy in order to keep up with them. It's a testosterone thing, men. It's an Aries thing. It's a competition, man. He ain't gonna be showing up by them young kids. It gives him a power drive boost. It gets him past the pain. I was talking about changing it too. I was like, I should make this the Queen of Fire. Oh, I was telling my girl earlier, my kid's dad was running late and I was giving him stuff about it, and he was talking about how he was like, oh, my back hurts, I needed to take a long shower. And I was like, you could have told me you were going to take longer. I was trying to do a video this morning. I was like, but you're over there acting like a princess. Do you want me to pack some man pawns with you with the kids' food? He got all kinds of mad. I was like, oh, you must need them. You must be on your period. Yeah. He handled it like a champ. He was like, no, it's not till next week. And that's how you defuse a Sag. Crack some jokes. It's one thing I know about his fire signs. Doing workouts is great. I was actually laughing. I was like, Forget who I was talking to it with. I was talking to somebody and I was like, I feel like the spiritual, like Jillian Michaels from The Biggest Loser. Like, I don't mean to be mean, but I push really hard. I don't know. For the people who find me, they find it effective. I'm not trying to impress everybody out here. A dude back before my second car accident, I used to do the 60-day shred and the 6-week six pack. And I like the yoga challenges too. Now, because actually I'm injured, so I'll give you guys a tip. Her name is Adrienne, and she does yoga on YouTube. I'll try to find a link and I'll add all that stuff below. But she does yoga challenges, but she has a lot of she has injured back series and things like that, and a really lightweight or lighter way to approach yoga so that it's not so hard. You know who I'm talking about. That's too funny. Been talking all day about how we all know the same people on YouTube and stuff like that. And we all don't really know each other that well, but that's what I'm talking about with the 143 frequency. We're all riding that same wave, man. We're all seeing the same things. All right. I like it. It feels good. I've been listening. Dude, I had to paint most of my walls. I was going for a Mediterranean theme because I have all these pictures of the Mediterranean that my grandfather took when he went over there because he's a photographer. He was for Newsday and New York Times and all that. But he took all these pictures of the Mediterranean, so I went for that theme. So my walls are kind of like this really light pink, and then it has the pictures on it. And then I painted all the. So I've been listening to Aerosmith Pink song came to my mind the other day, and I had to listen to it. I have no idea where that card went. Healing frequencies on YouTube. See, I get the same kind of message over and over again for a bunch of you too about there's a pirate. It's about somebody getting ill-gotten gains off of others with this card. That's like Blackbeard, and that's like his sunken treasure, because pirates are just continuously greedy until they finally get sunken on their own ships, right? And this is another one that shows the alchemist there. Really intelligent, really charming, really puts on a good front up here, but behind doors, mad scientist, Notre Dame doing weird things, trippy things. I know a lot of you guys have been dealing with people dealing with LSD, and all of a sudden they're falling off benders with drugs. And a chronic theme around the block. But for you, it's talking about this is about honoring the dead and honoring your ancestors. I know it looks like a creepy card, but that's really what it's more about. And it actually talks about the plague too. I think I've read this one to y'all before. Do you want to hear it? Should I read it? Yeah, pestilence. Missionaries from Spain brought Christianity in hopes to convert the natives. Unfortunately, they also brought death in the form of disease, beginning in 1519 to 1520. Around 5.8 million natives perished from smallpox, the leading cause of death. Diseases were passed in both directions, and syphilis was carried back to the Americas to Europe, or back from the Americas to Europe, quickly affecting large numbers of the population. As I cough. It's so terrible. If that doesn't ring a bell with everything that's going on right now. Answer to that, Queen of Cups. I need to get something to hold the cards. I don't know. You guys probably had like those. Where's my bubbles at for you guys, for you? For me, they're on this side. I don't know if they're on the door side. I have a door shut. This is the cabinet to my where I do my indoor altar, and I got it like this in case anybody comes in the living room. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles in this deck also refers to religion. The Aztec mother goddess, Teotihuacan, probably saying that wrong. Temple was destroyed by the Spanish. A peasant, Jean Diego, traveled to the bishop with evidence that Our Lady of Guadalupe appeared to him, revealing the indigenous Spanish roses, the miracle image of the Holy Mother. On his clothing, the order to build the chapel in honor to her loneliness. Okay, so this is actually how. So this is how the pestilence destroyed the natives, and then this is how the natives they were able to win them over, was by bringing in the goddess energy. They're like, what? We won them over by bringing in the goddess energy. They took one of their saints and kind of made her the Lady of Guadalupe, which is really just Mother Mary, mother of the Christ consciousness energy. If you really want to get super deep and technical with it, yeah, it all really is God. That's why I honor the goddess. I don't know what to tell y'all. You know, a lot of tarot readers do a thing to the Most High God. I do a thing to the goddess. Six of Wands. We're headed towards a victory, y'all. At least we are. I don't know who's bumping in and out, but it's still cool. I don't know. I find that very important. I mean, we need to really embrace so many people are believing that escaping the earth is the end all be all to everything, that they're forgetting what they need to do while they're here. And yeah, they're losing touch of the 143 frequency. I mean, how good does it feel when we're all connected and we're all jiving and we're all, 99% of the time we're out in nature when we're hitting this frequency of love and the ultimate love and transcendent feeling. I mean, that comes from being out in nature. There's nothing. 3D for me is man-made civilization, and 4D is nature. And I don't think that you can reach the 5D unless you go out into nature and first go through the 4D aspect of it before you can reach it. Which we do. Magic cards aren't talking yet, so. How's it going? Can you guys hear me all right? Cool. It's important. Like, I mean, Magical was having a rough day, and we just sat in the backyard and just chit-chatted hundreds of miles away. Just grounded some really strong energy, and then by the end of the day, things worked out. Yesterday, I had to leave my car at Walmart. Somehow the door alarm went off, and then I couldn't figure out how to start the car after that. Turns out it just needed time to reset, but we had Baltic ice cream, so we had somebody pick us up. And we were like, oh no, the starter, the this, that, and the other thing. And then when they went back to check on the car, it just started right up and drove it home. You guys are good. There's always a playback. You can always come back. It's 26 minutes. I'm getting ready to wrap it up here in just a second. I want to still keep them around 30 minutes if at all possible. Because I do got the winds of activation and shape shifting. So all these things that are happening to us all right now, that is just the winds of activation. That is just the universe bringing what you guys have been speaking out into the universe, into what you have been projecting, what you have been blowing towards, what you have been using your air energy and all that towards putting out into the universe. Yeah, that is what's happening. And it may not seem like that's what you had planned, but it may seem like some crazy things, like I said, especially with the co-creation that's going on. Just understand that the universe also brought those trials in for a purpose too. It's just every time a problem comes in, focus. That's mindful living is all about. That's what the Thich Nhat Hanh and the Buddhist monks are all saying. It's what problem do you have? What is the most important problem on your plate right now? Can you do anything about it? Yes or no? If it's a yes, work on that. If it's a no, I'm waiting. I can't do nothing else about that right now. All right, you put that to the next pile. What's the next most important thing that's happening right now? Okay, and just go from that. And just remember to make sure that your priority list is really good because, like, in my house, no matter what's going on, I have an open hug policy. My kids can ask me for a hug anytime they want a hug, even if I'm in the middle of yelling at them, and I have to give them one. And yeah, that makes sure that no matter what I'm doing, they are a priority, So make sure your priority lists are sound. And it's time to shine. Creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Things are getting ready to happen, guys. We just got to ride these shifts. It's still going to be going on for a while. We still got some more cycles to go through in 2020. So, yeah, just hold on to that goddess energy, man. Hold to that frequency. And I'll put the links below for the Coven, the Silver Cord, and everything else like that for anybody else who sees the playback. And I'll try to find the Adrian yoga ones too. Exactly. If you can do something about it, then do it. If you can't, then don't stress about it. Exactly. Isn't that the definition of anxiety? Worrying about something you can't do anything about? I don't know. Maybe we'll do a 30-day yoga challenge together, huh? All right, y'all. I did promise I would keep these at about 30 minutes just because I live in a house of a bunch of people who are being very nice to me right now and letting me do this. Yeah. Sometimes it's not about what you want, it's what you need. Sometimes you don't know what you need either. The universe knows far better than we do what we need. It does go quick. Oh, Lord. What Stone songs? Now I'm going to have to look it up. Love you too, Ralph. I'm going to be working out how to do actual interviews here soon. Mhm. Mhm. All right. Blessed be all those who walk these paths with me. I love y'all. I'll talk to you later.